Now, Junior, you actually grew up in Haiti.
Facts.
Okay, and then your family moved to New York at what age?
My family?
Well, no, you were how old when you
I was 9.
9 years old. Yeah. Okay. What was it like transitioning from Haiti to New York?
It was different, man, because all I used to watch was like Power Ranger reruns. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't, and it was in Creole, so I didn't understand what was going on. I just see these big dinosaurs on TV fighting. I'm like, man, this is what I'm about to get into.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was completely different. Obviously from just technology and just it's so much more advanced, and just the fact that they had running water was amazing to me. You know,
right.
I didn't even know how to flush a toilet when I got here.
Yeah,
I had to get a spanking. My mom gave me a spanking because I didn't flush the toilet. I just looked at it. I'm like, where's it supposed to go? And Haiti was just a hole. You know what I'm saying? Like in the backyard, or you do what you gotta do. Sometimes even on the ground.
Okay.
If it was filled, like the hole we had, they had to remake another one. And sometimes you just have to go on the ground and literally wipe your tail on the dirt, like find a nice patch.
Horrible.
So that's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? So when I came here, I was like, what? Running in the water? You know what I'm saying? And I was still kind of in the projects in Spring Valley, New York, and these apartments that we stayed in. And, you know, but I was blessed. All the other kids, my friends used to be complaining, like, man, I'm tired of living with roaches and rats. I'm like, what? These roaches not the roaches I used to see. You know what I'm saying? Like, the roaches I used to see used to fly. You know what I'm saying? They the size of a rat. You like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I was blessed and just be fortunate that, you know, my dad really worked hard to get me here. And my mom, when she got here, she worked her tail off too to get a job and really take care of us. So
Sure.
I never really had no complaints. I was just always fortunate and blessed and always wanted to grind.
Now, before you got into football, you got into an altercation. Well, you got into some altercations. You'd been stabbed and shot before?
Nah, I've been stabbed.
Stabbed,
yeah,
not shot.
Not shot.
Okay.
I got shot at. But that's when, you know, growing up, man. You growing up and, like I said, it's who you're around. You associate yourself with. I'm not involved in no gang. I have no gang ties whatsoever. Okay. But, you know what I'm saying, at the time I was involved, I have so much loyalty to my friends. You know what I'm saying? So if they involved in something, I'd be involved in something. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I'm in a much better place now. I'm blessed. God gave me the ability to play football and take care of my family, get them out of a better situation, and make them, you know, put the pharmacy under my mama's name where she doesn't ever have to work anymore. My dad doesn't have to work. So I'm blessed. You know, got a beautiful house in Florida. You know, the nicest cars that they have. They don't have to work. I'm blessed. I have no complaints, and I have people who want to be better people around me, you know, who would just want to get better at life. I don't care where you're at, even if you're a janitor or if you're, you know,
could be the top janitor.
Teacher, you be the best that you can be. You know what I'm saying? It's about progress, and that's all I want to, you know, want to see in people.
Like when you got stabbed, where'd you get stabbed?
On the side.
Yo, that's crazy. That's like.
I got one right here too. He kind of swiped across. Yeah. But.
I mean, did you think that you might die off that?
Nah, not at all. I've always felt like I was.
Because that looks bad. I'm gonna tell you.
I had 32 staples, but you know what I'm saying. Fortunate for me, like it was either that I get stabbed or I got shot that day. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make a move.
So you took the stabbing.
Yeah, I took the stabbing. I had to get the gun out of his hand, and it was ugly. But that was like I was about 17, 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's literally 10 years ago.
Absolutely.
And that's something I'm thankful for every day. After that night, I told myself, you know what I'm saying, I came out the hospital. I didn't even spend the night. They stayed with me, wanted me to stay. I'm like, nah, I'm out of here. I don't stay in hospitals.
Yeah.
And got out of there.
Okay. So you got into football, and then you went to Temple University.
Yeah.
But then you were suspended your senior year.
Yeah, I had to transfer. They suspended me going into my senior year.
Why is that?
They said 8 games. They found my brother with some stolen laptops and some not my little cousin, matter of fact. I just call him my brother.
Okay, but if it's your cousin, why did you get suspended?
He was living with me.
Oh.
So you're responsible for anybody that's staying with you in those, it was like an off-campus dorm. And at the time I had been doing so well that it was just like, you know, the coach was just like, he was shocked. You know what I'm saying? And he was literally talking to me about, you know, you got the ability to go first round and this and that. And then that happened. And then it just wasn't looking good. They made a big deal out of it. I never got charged with anything.
That's heartbreaking, though.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking.
Your senior year,
going into my senior
NFL
year.
first round NFL prospect, and over some bullshit,
Right.
suddenly they kick
But
you.
that's exactly what I'm saying. The people you surround yourself with.
facts.
Like my little cousin, he was 16, 17 years old at the time. And, he had just came from Haiti about 2-3 years, fresh out of Haiti. His English was lacking. And obviously, you come from a third world country. At that age, 13, 14 years old, you don't have the structure that, a young 13-year-old boy would have that grew up with both his parents.
Right.
You don't have that discipline. So obviously he was lacking that, didn't want to go to school. So I took him in under my wing, always trying to save him, help somebody. And that's what happened to me, just having
Backfired.
Exactly, it backfired.
Right.
But at the same time, I would walk that same path again because I would want to see him succeed. I had put him in school. He loved to draw, put him in art school. He was doing real good, but I just know that he was doing all the other stuff. So I didn't know that he was going back to New York to sell, laptops and just nonsense. It was crazy.
Crazy.
I didn't know that. If I knew that, I wouldn't be going through that. With a first round grade, I didn't.
Okay. So you got suspended your senior year.
Senior year, I had to transfer and go to Stillman College, Division II.
Yeah, which was not a top school.
Which is like Division II.
Yeah.
HBCU, night and day. I'm telling you, the coach picked me up. He's like, yo, you got cleats? I'm like, do I have cleats? What are you talking about? Don't you guys provide us with
Oh, you had to bring your own cleats?
What are you talking about? He's like, all right, you got to go to Modell's tomorrow and get some. I'm like, what?
That's how they.
This is crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's night. I'm like, man, I'm thankful for Temple. I just complain about Temple. But, it's the tough times don't last, and I had to go through that.
So after you graduated, you didn't get drafted by the NFL?
Mm-mm.
Was it because of that last year?
A lot of situations I went through with Temple, they worried about character. And obviously that's something, once you have character, it's just going to chase you down your whole career.
Like, how did it feel to be potentially a first-round draft pick and then getting undrafted?
It was terrible, man. You watching all the peers, all the guys I trained with going to the combine, they used to ask me for advice, like, yo, man, you're a beast. This and that. You went to Stillman, you're the guy from, and they used to watch my highlight tape all the time. You come in and work out. Yeah, and I'm like, man, and these guys from like Michigan, USC, top guys, I'm like, I'm better than these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I still thought I had a chance to get drafted, but once I went to the combine, I knew it was a little shaky because all they wanted to talk about was my character. So I was like, I'm not a bad person. I just try to help the wrong people.
Yeah.
The media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
man.
It is what it is.
Okay, so you get undrafted your first year.
Right.
How did you end up getting drafted then?
No. You go and draft in football, you just go and draft. So I go and draft. They had the draft. I go and draft it, and they call you. Literally, I'm getting calls during like second, third round. I'm getting calls. Teams calling like, yeah. I'm like, what's up? You gonna draft me? Like, yeah, we're looking at 4th, 5th round, and then literally 8 different teams called me. They never drafted me. So now I get a call from the New Orleans Saints. Well, matter of fact, I was calling them at one point during this draft. That's I'm like, yo, because I went to go visit them, and they told me
draft me.
So I'm like, yo, what's going on? I'm still here. Come on, I got my mama here. She done bought like 30 of her friends. I'm sweating. So they're like, yeah, we're thinking about getting you a 4th round. 4th round came, then draft me. 5th round came, then draft me 6th round. I'm like, man, come to find out, the guys they drafted in the 4th, 5th, and 6th round didn't even make the team. I made the team over them. So they called me, told me we're gonna bring you in for, as a free agent. You're gonna come in, we'll give this $5,000 bonus, which is about $3,200 after taxes. I gave my mom, I was like, here, gave her like $2,000 or $2,500 out of that, and then went to Miami for Memorial Day weekend and spent probably like the $7,000 or $1,500 I had in my account at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, just that weekend. I'm like, I'm in the league. I'm gonna be good. Because once I got there, my confidence just skyrocketed.
Okay.
So I see these top guys that got drafted, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be blocking me, they can't block me. I'm like, all right, I belong here.
Okay. So at what point did you go from just being a free agent and getting $5,000 to then getting, what, 41 million, 41.5 million?
41.5, yeah, with a $7 million.
Can't forget that 500,000.
Yeah. I'm not playing. Put some respect in my contract.
That's right. So you got $41.5 million.
Yeah. I signed for 4 years, 41.5 with a $7 million incentive.
Damn. Congrats.
Yeah, but I only played 1 year out of that.
Okay.
I only made about, $23 million out of that.
Only $23 million, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Only 23.
I feel so sorry for you right now.
So it was one of those things where I had before I got that, I had like a 3-year, $9 million deal. I played my rookie contract year. It was my rookie contract was literally 3 years, $1.2 million. So you do the math.
Is that is that near the minimum?
That's the minimum.
That's the minimum. Okay.
Rookie free agent contract is 3 years at the time. Now it's like 3 years, 1.5. It goes up a year.
Yeah.
So you do the math. 3 years, 1.2. People are like, oh man, you're this big NFL star. No, it's do the math. $400,000 a year, and after taxes, it's about $200,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So in 3 years, you make about $600,000, and people think, you know what I'm saying? You this millionaire? No, that's not what it is.
Plus your agent gets
plus
something.
You're paying $600,000 making 3 years. You're taking care of everybody. You want to live like you in the league, but you can't. You got to take care of your family. And I'm a person that gives. I like to see people smile, and I'd rather give than receive any day. And so out of that $600,000 in 3 years, I probably seen like $200,000 to myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
not that much.
Exactly. Then I signed a 3-year, $9 million deal, and I'm like, my agent told me like, don't sign it. I'm like, you're crazy. I just want to be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a millionaire, please. The big contract will come, and literally I balled out, got 12 sacks. The next year they ripped up the deal and offered me 4 years, 41.5 with the $7 million incentive.
How did it feel to sign a contract for $41.5 million?
It was
coming from a poor kid in Haiti without a toilet in his house.
It's like it felt like I should have been here so long ago, but I just put myself through so many different situations that, it was like roadblocks, on the road, so many roadblocks. It took me to get there, so I was like, I didn't care, I'm gonna sign that. And my agent told me not to sign that contract. I was like, you're crazy. Because he's like, no, just play the season out and you could get 15, 16 a year. I'm like, man, listen, what's on the table is yours. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you give me all these hopeful thoughts. That's cool. That's great. You know what I'm saying? God forbid I didn't sign that. Look where I'd be right now. You know what I'm saying? The whole situation that came out, I'm like, man, I'm glad that I signed that. Made about 23 out that deal, and I'm thankful. So,
okay.
And now I'm, with the Redskins and got an opportunity of a lifetime to strike another major deal as long as, Lord willing, I stay healthy and have a promising year.
What do you think about the whole situation?
Man, my point of view, man, I really feel like they tried to paint a bad picture on my brother and tried to make him look like he was a hater. It was some envy, jealousy type shit, you know what I'm saying? And actuality, you know what I'm saying? Bro been having this shit, man. He been in the condo.
I got my hat on and I had my Coke bottles up under my hat. And I'm sitting at the dinner table like an asshole with the hat on, knowing she gonna tell me to take it off. And I'm just sitting there just gawping down, in my zone. She said, take that goddamn hat off at the dinner table. I'm like, come on, Mom. Coke everywhere.